Absolutely. Let's delve into more detail about these important developments that could significantly impact the financial future of millions of Americans. The Senate has reached a pivotal agreement on a minibus bill. A minibus bill is a comprehensive funding package that covers several key areas, such as military construction, the Departments of Veterans Affairs, agriculture, transportation, and housing and urban development. This agreement is particularly significant because it directly relates to government funding. If a government funding bill is not passed by November 17, the U.S. government would face a shutdown. In the event of a government shutdown, various agencies and services would be affected, potentially leading to dire consequences for the general public. Federal employees would be among the hardest hit, as they could face furloughs or, in some cases, be classified as essential employees but work without pay. The potential impact of a government shutdown is vast and could affect millions of Americans. The good news is that the Senate is making progress on these critical funding bills. The possibility of voting on these bills as early as October 25 is indeed a positive development. If the Senate can pass this bill within the next week or two, it would provide ample time for the House of Representatives to review, negotiate, and ultimately, present it to President Biden for his signature. This process is a critical step in maintaining government operations and ensuring that vital services continue to function without interruption. The House of Representatives is currently grappling with a unique and complex situation. They have been without a Speaker of the House for a staggering 22 days, and the Speaker position has seen 14 different candidates and 3 floor votes that did not yield a Speaker. The absence of a Speaker creates challenges, especially when it comes to passing government funding bills and other significant legislation. Representative Mike Johnson is currently being considered as the next nominee for Speaker of the House. While it may appear somewhat confusing or contentious, it's an integral part of the democratic process. The Speaker of the House plays a vital role in the functioning of the U.S. government, and the selection process is receiving considerable attention and scrutiny. In his letter to his colleagues, Representative Mike Johnson outlined 7 key priorities that he would focus on if he assumes the role of Speaker. These priorities include restoring trust, advancing a comprehensive policy agenda, promoting individual members, effectively messaging, building and utilizing external coalitions, and developing and growing the GOP majority. It's important to note that there is an alternative plan being proposed if Representative Mike Johnson does not secure the Speaker position. Former Speaker Kevin McCarthy has floated the idea of returning to power and making Representative Jim Jordan the Assistant Speaker of the House. While this may not be the most likely scenario, it underscores the significance of having a Speaker in place to facilitate legislative processes and government operations. In summary, these developments represent a significant turning point in the U.S. government's operations and the potential impacts on millions of Americans. The progression of these critical bills and the selection of the Speaker of the House are topics that deserve close attention as they unfold. Stay tuned for more updates as we closely monitor these developments on Financial Future. If you found this detailed information helpful, please consider subscribing for ongoing coverage of these critical issues. Thank you for your continued support, and I look forward to keeping you informed in our next video.